Welcome to Cover Your Asset Condos. I'm Lori Greenlee, and this is the first video in our special assessment series. This short video will be followed by several other short videos, stories of unexpected and some shocking special assessments across America. Condos were originally created in the United States in 1960 and became popular in the 70s as a more attainable form of housing. At least that was the original intention. Today, they are amongst the most expensive forms of housing on the market, primarily because of the HOA dues or fees. Many believe these fees continue to increase as a result of negligent contractors and developers and shoddy workmanship. The truth is that because past condo owners were not guided properly on how to run and manage the large commercial building, they unknowingly mismanaged the budget. They were not made aware of the importance of reserve studies and structural inspections, which provide an approximate date to expect to repair or replace major components, as well as the estimated dollar amount, so that they could budget accordingly within their reserves. For those who did have reserve studies completed, many voted against setting the appropriate amount aside, not realizing the long-term effects. Many probably knew, but honestly didn't care, recognizing they wouldn't be around for it to be their problem. In my opinion, this has been a big regulatory miss from the beginning. This means today's condo owners are paying for yesterday's owners' use of these components, as well as their own use today, and now with necessary regulations being put into place, tomorrow's fair and equal usage as well. Even without new regulations like the one in Florida, buildings are aging and these components need replacement or repairs, and the reserves are not funded properly. Reserve companies believe only 20 to 30% of all condo buildings in America have completed full reserve and structural studies and are fully funded. This means 70 to 80% of all condo owners are going to be faced with some big surprises as windows, roofs, balconies, HVAC, elevators, structural challenges, plumbing, electrical, and so forth will require tens of millions of dollars per building to replace or repair. Again, not because the building was built poorly. This is not a developer problem. This is a simple age problem. Buildings are expected to have such issues at ages 30 to 40 years old, which is why reserve studies are a necessity for budgeting. Half of all condos today were built 30 years ago, which tells us we are about to face a big storm. Again, if each condo owner had paid for their portion of usage from the very beginning along the way, instead of kicking the can down the road, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in today, facing some extremely large special assessments or even worse, dangerous living conditions. Take a look at the attached checklist I use to help HOAs maximize their value, whether their fees are moderate or the highest in comparison to their neighboring buildings. Notice Condo B's fees are higher, but look at the work they have done as an HOA and the health of the building. Which condo would you purchase? In closing, I'd like to address a myth I recently heard, and that is that insurance will cover some of these assessments. That is not true. It is indeed a myth. I think the misunderstanding comes from what is called loss assessment coverage. But this is a special coverage for you as an individual condo owner and does not cover your portion of any of these assessments. Please reach out to your insurance agent to determine what it does cover for your particular condo because it may still be helpful, but it's not what you may think. We will cover loss assessment along with all other personal condo policy topics, as well as information you should understand on the HOA's master policy in detail in a future video and blog. For now, I want to squash that insurance assessment myth before we proceed. Stay tuned for some of today's most shocking assessment stories across America, and please hit the subscribe button if you'd like to follow us for other important condo topics. You can also click the blog in our link below where you'll find more educational information. Thank you and have a great day.